As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. There's a raccoon going through my trash. He's going to find all of my used condoms. Not that I'm having sex with anybody, I just like wearing them. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home. Do you really think you would have pulled out your phone and looked at it while you were having that deep, intimate moment with Sayori, Bert? I don't think you would. I would. I would, certainly, because Sayori sucks. But you would not, because Bert is a stone-cold bitch and a very caring person at the same time.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Wow. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And then you managed to find everything I asked you to buy as well.
Yeah, pretty much. $800 of Gatorade? You got it. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it will be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. God, Bert is boring! Bert, come on, man! You have a TV, a bookshelf, a bed, a desk. You have nothing on the walls! How is anybody coming into your room supposed to know who you are as a person, alright? You look around my room, you see books, you see Gundam, you see amiibos, you see anime posters. You can gather a good amount about who I am as a person by looking at my bedroom. Your bedroom says nothing! Your bedroom says you have one empty hanger with nothing on it, which means you probably are wearing whatever would be on that hook. God, you suck, Bert!
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning.
Waifu material, right there. Waifu material. Make that bitch clean.
I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. What, she's just going through my stuff? I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Listen, bitch, that's where I keep all my boxes of condoms that I like to wear without anything ever. That I don't actually use, I just put them on and then I take them off and throw them away.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
She seems very up in the air today. She usually has a million things going on in her head. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. Well, it clearly wasn't fine. You fucking snatched your wrist away. What was in that drawer, Bert? What was in that drawer? Bunch of men's fashion magazines? You shouldn't be embarrassed by that, alright? We all have our things. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if she's making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Oh, yes. I have a few things planned that you could help with. Decorations and other retro atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood, lighting, aromatherapy candle.
What the fuck? We're gonna put aromatherapy candles in our literature club classroom? Why? It's not like we use those while we're reading. What you should do is push all of the desks out of the way so there's only floor space, and then put a bag of chocolate every 2 feet. That way everybody can sit down and feed each other chocolate while they read. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place.
Well, then screw the whole aromatherapy candles and junk like that. Let's rent a van, kidnap all of them, and take them to Mount Everest.
And then leave them there. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it. Anytime you make an observation about her as a person, she gets offended. Like, I could say, you have purple hair. She'd be like,
Isn't that a terrible thing to have, though? Is that a bad thing?
see, right there. She always gets offended or confused. Like, oh, someone made an observation about me. Is this a bad? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bags. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Uh-oh. Would you bring me, girl? I mean, let's do it. I got condoms in the drawer. We've already talked about that one.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room.
Ooh, dark.
I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils.
Oh, boring.
How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not at all. Not familiar? Thank you, Bert.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself.
I hope to make the air feel subconscious about the fact that it isn't fair. That's very skinny. Just, you know, because you can see right through air. That's a dumb joke, forget it.
You can even feel it permeate through your body. Would you like to permeate through my body, Bert? Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. What? In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole in top. Oh shit, vape nash! Oh, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is the jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Are you going to answer the question, please?
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion. It helps you feel them flow through your body. Would you like to flow through my body, Bert? You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems?
I don't know about that one. It depends on what kind of poems we're reading, I guess. We'll see. We'll see how that one goes. It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot more about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. Oh.
Is she into bondage?
What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Origami paper? Is that a specific kind of paper? Can you just not use regular paper? Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami.
Then could we not have just used regular paper? Also, what is origami paper? I'm very confused and alarmed.
What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Are we gonna write poetry using pre-selected words? I would bash that, but that's exactly what I've been doing this entire game.
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? How dare you doubt me? You will regret that. Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Ooh.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed than when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Who knows? Who really cares? Not me.
Here is a marker, Bert. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Ah, alright. Is this the part where I choose words that will make her want to smash? You know how I do. Slip climax in there for subliminal messaging. It's important to me. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife? Why does she have that? I probably have scissors in my house somewhere. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched onto it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. Did you buy that one on Amazon? Where the fuck did you find that? That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. She has a knife collecting hobby. Hey, so do I.
Well.
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. See, anytime you point out anything about her, she gets upset. When are we gonna get past this, Yuri? What do we need to do to make sure you feel a little more comfortable in your own skin? Maybe I need to rip off my skin and wrap you in it. Maybe that would help. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives.
See, perfection right here. There's not that is perfection. You want a lady like that. The only thing better than being into knives is being into toy building, which is what I do both of those things.
They're just so pretty. Especially when I sink them into my parents' flesh. That's not for you to know, though. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You were laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at myself, I guess. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to me to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Oh, what happened? I brought up a history. Return.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. It's a pocket knife. She should have folded it up. Don't let me near this. I worked at a camp for years. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Although, to be fair, because one of my camp friends is watching right now, we were never very safe with our knives. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Yuri, your knife is so thick. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Damn it, Bert, you suck!
Bert, you moron! Now I'm horny! Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. I should know. I have cut through a lot of skin with it. Oh no!
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Would you really call that a wound? She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Thought Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Jesus. Goodness me. Very lewd. Wow. Although I cannot say I'm surprised at all. I have been guessing all of this from the beginning, realistically. I made a joke about her killing her parents a long time ago. And just now I made a joke about her being turned on blood, and here we go. Here it is. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. God, lewd, very lewd. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. No, I liked it. And then Bert just shoves his hand back in her mouth. That's the proper reaction to this. Make her feel comfortable. If she goes to lick your finger without asking you, you get to stick her finger in her mouth without asking. That's how relationships work. Yuri,
that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? That's what that was. It's definitely not a blood thing. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little.
Ooh.
She doesn't lift her head. Actually, I think this is the proper reaction. Like, most people would have been weirded out and done that, and then she should probably feel weird about. That's not a normal reaction. When you see that your friend has a cut, you don't instinctively lick it up. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it. He's gonna do it! I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I think he should have shoved his finger in her mouth.
Bert! Did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. Heavy and
hot. You're so weird, Bert.
Yuri giggles shyly. You did it first! You did it first, bish! Ugh! Rude! Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
Oh, in the bottom drawer. I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
Also, she doesn't know what kind of sexual history I have. I could have fucking herpes, and she just got it because she drank my blood. Good job, Yuri. You have herpes now. Hope you're happy. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper.